guys, welcome back to Bentley House and another installation of my Addams Family mini mansion tour. And today I'm going to be putting together Gomez's office for you. So this is the second floor of my mini mansion, and on the description I will put the original tour that shows you all the individual rooms without anything in it, but this one focuses on Gomez's office. So of course, the first thing you gotta put in is the rug and the desk. And I don't know if the rug is a specific brand, but the desk is a Bezpak desk, and it's very nice, high quality. Actually it was given to me as a gift from my aunt who also loves miniatures. So that is a very prized piece that I have in my collection. And behind the desk, you can't see very well, but there's a installation of like a gun and some other weapons. But when I do a tour, when I show the video around the room, you'll be able to see that better. And then a desk chair. This was just one I found at an antique store. It just fit well with the desk, so I went with it. And then a little guest chair for anyone who comes to talk business with Gomez. That person has a place to sit. Also, of course, the desk has to have a lamp, and this lamp was discounted because it was chipped up and a little bit busted, but you know what? That really works for the Addams family, so I was not disappointed. And of course, a photo of his darling wife, Morticia, needs to be on his desk at all times. Any good husband has a photo of his wife. I'm not sure mine does. He's a good husband, though. I'll have to get him a photo of me. And then there's a stack of newspapers. He's got to keep up on what's going on in the world. He's a businessman, so he needs his newspapers. And a little telephone. Of course, had to get the old-timey type telephone. I think they used that type of phone. They might have used a candlestick phone, I think it's called, but I have one of those for the living room. So in his office, he used that kind of phone. And then this cute little set of candles that my friend Victoria Dark Squirrel made for me. And she's super talented, and we did a swap, and I felt so lucky to get some of her items for my mansion. Oh, this is a fun piece. I made a train set that had exploded on one end for Gomez because obviously if you've ever seen the movies, he loves his train sets and he uses explosives to blow them up. And so I just had to include that in his office area. And in a second, I made a little explosive box so that he could use that to blow up his train set. So that kind of goes in the back of the office, and I want to include at some point little train signs that say railroad, stop, go, all those fun little road signs. This is a little chair that I made. It's the first chair I ever tried to use a leather type fabric, and it turned out interesting. I still like it. It works really well for this back area in Gomez's office. I call it the Smoking Nook, and that's where he just goes to relax, gets a cigar, and it has the iconic wood blinds that go back there. This is a little table, side table, just for that leather chair to hold all his smoking materials. And I'll show those to you. So this is the little smoking tray. It's got a little pot of tobacco. I don't even know what is all that's on there. I bought this at a miniature show, and I got that at the same time that I got the desk. So I think at that time I was really focusing on Gomez's office. And this, I love this piece. It's a hookah that was made by my friend Sands from Singapore, and we did a swap, and so she sent this to me, and I have just, since the day I opened the package, I have just loved this. It fits so perfectly, and there's even a scene in the original Addams Family TV show with Gomez and Morticia smoking a hookah, so I'm really excited to have that in my mansion. And also, of course, gotta have a cigar box. Cuban cigars, gotta have those. So just so you know, I am not endorsing smoking, but Gomez does smoke, so that is why that is a part of the mansion. I do not smoke personally. Anyway, I just know I'm not endorsing smoking. This also was a book made by my friend Victoria, and I love it. It's a little open book. It stays open, and I put it on the chair in the back, just as if Gomez had been sitting there reading while he was enjoying a cigar and just relaxing in the smoking corner. Okay, so this, I believe, is a hors d'oeuvre skewer set from Spain. It is from Spain, which I was kind of excited because I believe Gomez is from Spain. And so I think it's something you can just like skewer olives with, or you put the olives on it and put it in your drink. I'm not sure, but it's the correct scale, and I thought how perfect just to set it in my dollhouse. And I actually bought this like a few days before my daughter was born because we were walking around the antique store trying to make me go into labor. So, and I found that and I thought it was perfect. And this is just a little armor set. I think I got it for Christmas one year from my husband. I gave him a set of links of things that I thought would go with my mansion, and so I was really excited about that present. Okay, if you've watched the Addams Family TV show at all, you recognize this painting, the giraffe in a suit. And usually in the TV show, it's in the living room, but I just have this really perfect wall for his office, and so it doesn't hang up there right now because I haven't attached it, but that is where it will go for sure, is in his office. And this is just a little metal globe. I'm not really sure what originally it's for. It may just be a very old dollhouse miniature, but it kind of goes in the back where the staircase comes up from the bottom floor. And I know you can't see it right now, but you'll see it in a little bit when I do the tour with the camera. And just a little hallway rug to help kind of define that hallway. And that area where my hand is what I call just like the little library. And I wanted to have just kind of that little library nook. Not to do a whole room that was a library, but just to have that represented in a small way. And this little clock used to have a dome, but I don't know what happened to it, but I ended up really liking it without the dome, and I made that little section in that bookcase specifically for that clock. This little chair is actually a jewelry box that I found at Sam Moon, and I thought it was perfect. I don't know if it's going to stay in the reading area or if it will go down into the basement treasure room, but for right now I like it where it's at, so it'll stay there. And then here is me trying to put a few books on the shelves. I have a lot of books that I need to make, and I'm not really looking forward to it. I can make books. I have made books, but I tend to get distracted, and I put so much detail into them that it takes me forever. So I do need to make these books eventually, but for right now I'm just using some mass-produced books to put in there. So that will be on my to-do list. So I think that's about it. Oh, also up in that area I put a little skull that seemed like it would be appropriate for the Addams family house to have something like that up there. But yeah, that is Gomez's office. I'll take the camera and do a little walk around inside so you can see things a little bit closer up, but that is it for now. So I appreciate you stopping by to check everything out, and come back and I'll do another part of the mansion. Thanks. Bye.